What up, though? It's your boy Coffee back with another one, and right here is Danny from the stop, throwing the space, and yes, no other than Ian Dunlap had hopped in and gave a couple words, threw some gems. That's the financial advisor, man. Anything you need financially, he is the guy to ask. And I know y'all been seeing the content Danny been doing, switching it up from Joe Button, and he did a video recently on EYL, Earn Your Leisure, and it caught some attraction. And I know people was in the audience like, oh, is Ian coming up here with the smoke? But no, he came up there to, talk to Danny and give him some words and actually take some words from him too. So y'all give me y'all thoughts. Y'all comment, like, subscribe, enjoy, salute.
Channel. Yeah, the guys are listening,
Yeah,
man. I said, hey, I talked to my guy. He said, real quick. All right, cool. Thank you.
I need to find a way to monetize that better next time.
Yeah, you should have sent the cash app first. And I was
Yeah,
taking notes. Like, oh, do what? Do what? All right, cool. Got you. So,
yeah.
yeah. But I think more creators need to stop being sensitive when they get criticized and listen to the feedback before the shit is over. So,
Okay.
yeah. Because a lot of changes about to come in the next year.
With
6
like
months
with
to a year.
with EYL or just in general?
No, I'm just talking about creators in general. Podcasters, creators. A lot of the old faces are about to die off, and deals not gonna be renewed and shit. And there's gonna be a new crop of people popping up. So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Sir, you have any questions? No. Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting because I was about to ask about BlackRock or something like that. So yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ski. I thought you don't have any questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
nah, I just want to know the significance of this new BlackRock Microsoft deal because it kind of feels like LeBron and Jordan teaming up a little bit. So I was just wondering your thoughts a little bit.
I've been trying to forewarn everybody for the last 2 or 3 years. So uh, a lot that I can't say, but for the next foreseeable future, probably 7, 8 years, they'll have a stranglehold on the market. Yeah, it's like if Kobe, prime LeBron, Jordan, prime Iverson, prime Curry played together. They're gonna own that AI space for sure and that quantum computing space. So
Jesus.
yeah, it's over with.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How's Blackout going? I know it's a new pod.
It's going great. It's fun therapy. I told you why I was doing it. We'll keep that private for now, but it's going great, man. Like it's good to have another field or genre to play in to get better at broadcasting. So it's going great.
What are you getting? Like, what's the reason you want to get better? Like, are you building towards something?
Yeah, I can't tell you that, not publicly. It's gonna end up on Ian Dunlap reveals. No, I gotta, yeah, wait, I gotta talk to Rocky. You know what I mean? Gotta talk to Black Rock, tap in real quick. But yeah, I
Black,
got some plans.
Black
Uh, for,
Rocky.
for
Okay.
the for the next. That's clever for the next 2 years. So, and I'm seeing like as the space is contracting. Not only are you going to have to be informative, you're going to have to be entertaining. You're going to have to operate with integrity, which I've been preaching forever. Like you're going to have to be more well-rounded. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the space have not made the adjustment fast enough. So
Okay.
yeah, so yeah,
When you gonna be back on any pod, whether it be Joe or Rory and Maul? When you go? You was just in New York.
yeah. I'm gonna be out there in October. I'll say that. So I'll be
October.
making, yeah, I'll be making my rounds. So we gotta get together. I was in and out this time. I was just there 2, 3 days, take meetings and shit. So then the Diddy shit happened. I'm like,
You
yeah.
didn't think that was happening? You didn't see that coming? I feel like that
No,
was
I mean I didn't know it was gonna happen given what his arrangement was. But you know, when they want to get you, they'll get you.
okay.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask about Melissa Ford's new pod. I mean, you seem like close to her, and like that's your man. I mean, that's your people.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Um,
Um,
Menopause. I don't like the name. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the name.
I haven't been consulted, but I'll put y'all two in contact if you have some names for her.
Yeah.
Do you know how I operate? All feedback to me is always welcome. So
Mm,
yeah, I'll put y'all in contact.
that's a big salute. We got some people want to come on the stage. Let me bring them up. Keyshawn, what up? What up?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Well, well.
Oh, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I just had a real quick question for Ian, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead, because your audio sounds terrible.
Terrible. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me try to make it a little better for you. I don't want to, mess up the quality of what you guys got going on here. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, yeah. Ask your question quickly. Yes.
All right, absolutely. In regards to the Benner cycle, I've just been pretty much doing a lot of research. Just watching pretty much every video. I've been following for a long time with Ian.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love the content and everything. Basically, from what I've seen, the Benner cycle is basically telling us that we should see like another pullback, we'll say, in like 27. You
Mm-hmm.
think that's still going to happen? Like if, like for example, if Kamala gets in office or something like that.
I can't speak to the affairs of the White House
That is
without.
a loaded question.
I'm saying, I know, right? You trying to line me up? I just left a deal about a book meeting. But shout out to the White House and the VP, yada yada. But yeah, 2027 we will have a correction or pullback. I know they've skated around this recession word for a couple years, given the 50 point basis hike, but 27 will have it. You can only kick like if you look at it from like a publicly traded market standpoint, you can't name me 20 companies off the top of your head that you would be willing to put money into, knowing you're going to get a strong return in 2 years. That is troubling.
Oh, that's,
IPR mode is frozen. Credit card defaults are higher than ever. Like I know everybody on Instagram want to act like everything's okay. People are fucked up. So there will be a correction. Now, if they announce it or not, that's different. But there will be and you're seeing it in podcasts and the media, a lot of consolidation. Uh, I'll let the music experts handle why everybody's stepping down. I don't want to step into that. But there's a multitude of reasons why this stuff is happening. And a good quiz question for everybody here tonight is: do indictments come more pre or post recession? Not saying it's a conspiracy that he got indicted or none of that, but the timing is very important too to election cycles and if they happen a lot pre recession or post. So
I'm trying to think about 2008. There was a big mass lockup. Um, After the Trump shooting, you and the guys were pretty adamant that Trump had it in the bag. Is that still your thoughts?
no, after shit, Biden was forced to step down and they wrote the letter for him. I mean, I'll never say what conversations I had at the White House, but I kind of knew when I went last year what it was going to be. So,
Okay.
yeah, she pretty much has it in the bag. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I mean,
Listen, when Pelosi and Barack get together, y'all think the Pelosi trades fire on that political scene when they get to putting their little 1-2 together. Ooh, tough, tough.
you think white women feel comfortable voting for a woman of color at that?
It doesn't matter what they think
Okay. 'Cause-
or the American public. I don't want to get into Rocky. Stop me if I need to, but when
all
you
right.
really understand what the Electoral College is, and it's different.
Rod, what up? You came up on stage.
What's going on, folks? What's up, man?
My guy, how
Definitely
you doing?
Vest Fest. Been watching and listening to you guys for a while. Two questions, two-part
Thank you.
question. I guess the first one is considering like some of the themes that we've seen in the market over the few years, right? From the COVID plays to the oil sector, and then you remember the metaverse and NFTs.
Yeah.
Now we kind of transition into AI. My first question is, what do you think is the next sector theme or next theme that comes up in the market that would be like a good play? Or maybe not even good play, but just overall, what do you think is the next theme?
Hands down, quantum computer. Because the players in AI have already been picked. Microsoft, BlackRock, Nvidia. TSM, they have a stranglehold on that. Like the next big sector that's really important is quantum computing.
Okay, so the second part of that question is in terms of like themes again, from a decade perspective, right now we're in this like mega cap theme, right? The Fang, whatever you
Mhm.
want to call it now. What do you think is the next theme over the next decade? Is that still in that quantum space, or is it more like in? I know you've been big on like in healthcare and like the advancements we
Yeah.
have with that as well.
Um, some insider ball that I've learned is like the mega caps are always going to win. They'll frame the theme first, though. So when you see a lot of PR coming around an idea, in the 90s it was internet, now it's AI. They tried to make the NFT thing work, but that didn't. The bank stopped that shit from happening at that scale. Look for theme first and then players, because like since 1940, technically, all the most valuable companies were mega caps. Could you have arbitrage and maybe a Russell 2000? Yes, but if you go back, especially like during the 80s, IBM, Exxon, it was the theme first. So you'll see a lot of marketing and publicity dollars going into this is the next big thing. And when they start to roll that out with quantum, you'll see it. I think that probably like 26 or 27 or something like that. So,
Got you.
Ian, do you ever get tired of everyone asking you economic questions in random spaces?
no. Like one side of it is if I ever get tired, I can just hop off and go play Fortnite with my kids.
Raquel, we
Right.
are broke, yo. Leave
No,
us
no, no,
alone,
no, no.
man.
I know. I just wonder from him. Do you ever want to like express more of your own personal
Rock out,
side and who
man.
you are?
Rocky,
No,
the
that shit be
people.
getting me in trouble, yo. I mean, we got blackout, so I'll do that there,
I'm
but
gonna
then
be
you get me in
honest.
trouble here.
I'm gonna be honest, Ian. Rocky be on these stages talking about Chanel bags, and God forbid a brother try to get some advice to buy a Chanel bag for a lady, and this is the type of energy we get. But
Did I
anyway,
did I not give great advice yesterday on
no,
Chanel
you did
bags and
not.
that
You did
Oh my
not.
You ain't tell us
god.
nothing about Nvidia. Come
Yeah.
I
on,
said
Rocky.
I said that the value of the bag means absolutely nothing once you get it. I was actually speaking for the
But
ladies. But
but you
anyway, Danny. By the way, Ian, this conversation won't go far with me. Danny just likes stepping on everything I say for some odd reason. Like the kid in class who pokes you all day
Yeah,
long. You're
yeah,
like, but
yeah.
why?
Danny loves you, yo.
I
He
don't know
does.
about all that.
Just
I don't know about
bizarre.
all that.
Oh my god.
Nah, but go ahead, Mister.
No, no, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I mean, the other outlets, there's plenty of people who doing that, but and the other part of it too is like if I got known for investing as a black man in this country, like what a fucking blessing that
I
would be.
think what's interesting about you is like sometimes when you put up like vacation videos and pictures and shit, like you stunt really hard when it comes to your free time. I
I'll
think
try not to.
no, no, not in a
Yeah,
good way. You're just
yeah,
exposing people to different places
yeah.
and
Nah, you
a
be
lifestyle.
stunning. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
so
about
I,
to cut
I
that
think
out.
that
That's
that
so
is
true.
that is
There,
a
I'm like,
part.
what?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Nah,
You
I'm
look.
gonna get in my '90s rapper bag, all gully shit.
I
Come
be
get
thinking
me.
I be following like them lifestyle accounts when I see your pics. You know the pics that post like goals or.
Yeah,
But
no,
then it's be like, yeah.
I think it's definitely interesting. I'm thinking you can even have content, lifestyle content from that.
We gotta talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta talk. Yeah, I'm making my little one too. Yeah,
I have a
I'm
couple
always
ideas.
thinking 4 or 5 years ahead, for real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And when I look, if we just gonna talk shop for real, when I look at the space, there's still a big space that Bourdain left when he passed, that no one's filled. Not saying it ever can be filled,
Exactly.
but
There's
I'm
been a
like,
couple attempts to do it. Like I think Leguizamo did something that was similar.
yeah.
Um,
But you got to
but
be unique when you enter a space. Even like after Kevin Samuels died, there was too many people copying him to try it. I'm like, you can't
Right. It has
get
to be
that space by
authentic to
being
who
him.
you
Yeah,
are.
be you,
Hmm.
be you. So
so that was like the all right. Mister, you have your hand up.
I'm gonna say goodnight, guys. I gotta go. All
All right,
right,
peace,
peace, peace,
peace,
everybody.
Quinn.
Mister.
Hey, hey, Red Panda to the world, Ian. How you
Hey,
doing?
let's go. Hey, I appreciate you.
How you doing? One, when are you gonna have a conversation with Tim Cook, bro? That iPhone 16, bro, bro, they rolled out the 18 and bro, that shit
Apple's
sucks,
not too
bro.
happy with me right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I should have shut the fuck up. I got an email last week. I was like, oh,
Yeah, Yeah, and well, that was one of those things. But thanks a lot. I made a lot of money, especially with your call on Nvidia. I appreciate that. I played some put options on that,
Gotcha.
and
So,
so
hey, Danny, clip that part up when you do the, the one two.
The
Ian
retention.
Dunlap made people, yeah. Clip that part up.
No,
I see
no.
a lot of niggas talking. Hey, they don't get that too often. You know what I mean? Humbly,
yeah,
humbly.
yeah. So I had another question, which I'm sure I'm gonna see you in 25 minutes.
Yep.
But it's concerning the data centers. So basically, there's data centers being built around America, Texas, and all that. And I was wondering, do you have any like stocks that you're looking at that maybe provide in the future providing energy, because we know they're going to run on a lot of energy on that. So are there like any energy stocks that you're looking at concerning data centers?
Yeah, I've gotten this question a lot recently, even with Microsoft getting a nuclear power plant and all that, like trying to play energy. But it's better to the company that's going to benefit from the data centers is better to invest in those opposed to energy because there's a cap on the return you can get on energy. There isn't a cap on the return you can get on tech. So, could we trade it? Yeah, but I wouldn't look to invest in energy. And it's not me. Like, if you go look at what BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard is investing in, that's not a top three investment for them. So, if it's not top three for them, it shouldn't be for us.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
What do you think about Daniel Eck, the CEO of Spotify? He seems really smart.
brilliant. I like the transition into the podcasting that he's trying to do since the music industry got him raked over the coals. You know what I mean? So, Daniel's brilliant though.
All right, Fawcett.
Yeah, what's up, Ian?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm a content creator. You know, we all content creators up here in some way, shape, or form. I wanted to know, were you involved in that conversation about the influencer recession that you all were talking about? I mean, we all experiencing. Were was Earn Your
Mm-hmm.
Leisure experiencing some type of issue in particular that you can give us insight on?
The conversation came from Black. I think that, but that clip, I think it started with somebody else, and we clipped it up and just talked about it.
That was Ray
Um,
Daniels. He was
yeah, yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout to Ray. Shout to Ray. There is a like. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I screamed on Market Mondays, on Joe Budden's Patreon, on the Primary Pod, and everybody that will listen for the last 2.5 years that a recession was coming for people in the podcasting space. And everyone said I was crazy. But I'm talking to Apple directly, Spotify directly, Red Circle directly, YouTube directly. I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but a lot of times in our spaces, because everyone's flexing so hard, they don't want you to catch on to the lie. There's not as much money in podcasting as everybody made it out to be.
For certain, for
I know
certain.
streaming is the new wave too, but it's only a few of us that are getting a big bag out of streaming.
Oh,
Cause
absolutely.
I know, cause all them coming to me trying to figure out what to do now that this shit has fell apart.
Right, but that's what
Now,
I'm
whether
saying.
you
Do you
like,
think it's just moved somewhere else? Do you think it's just gone entirely? Because there's a lot of people
no,
that's still
it's not
blowing
gone.
up
Like
right now,
in every sector, what happens is the people that have the best information or best talent, the money always goes to them. I feel like it was too many people who jumped into podcasting and streaming
for sure,
who didn't have a unique enough voice or a unique enough stance. Like there's only so many reviews that can be done on albums. Like my thing was like we need more specialists. Find a way to get better at the broadcasting to make the in-depth shit that you're talking about attractive for a mainstream audience. Neil deGrasse Tyson has done a great job at that. It's a few people that have done a great job. But the thing is like too many people were trying to copy other creators and it didn't work. And then I always said the motto was bad to be a whore for the company to run ads against the product that you made. Everybody said I was crazy.
Fawcett, do you know this influencer recession happening to you and your content?
not necessarily in mine. I mean, I'm definitely, I'm kind of. I don't know. I'm about to reach that 100,000 mark, and it's kind of mellowing out a
That's
little
amazing.
bit, but the money's still good. Um, but I
It
see a
went down
lot
a
of
little bit.
people
You said.
still making a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems like if you're not willing to adapt, if you're not willing to change your
Yeah,
style,
you gotta adapt and get better. Like Danny asked, why blackout? Because I had to talk about some things I normally wouldn't talk about and find a way to be entertaining. As a result, it's made the investing commentary a lot better as well. You
exactly.
have to look to get better. But we also too, I don't think enough people who create content are focusing on building their business opposed to being a billboard for other products, which I know is a mistake because every
Building these
time I talk to
platforms up.
and the companies that go with them, they'd be mad. Like, why won't they give us anything? It's like, well, you fucked them for free for 2 years and promoted for $500 an ad.
So where does your
Why would
revolt
you?
situation? What happens there?
I've never been with Revolt.
Oh, you've never been with them. Oh, okay. The other show was with them. Gotcha.
Yeah,
EYL, right? Yeah.
yeah. Ask yourself a lot of people, Julian. But I've never been with Revolt.
Yeah, because I've seen. I feel like I'm monitoring other people's channels. I've seen a difference. In YouTube, but all right. Okay.
Do I get monetization if you clip this up or no? I'm just asking.
No, 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 no.
At
I
least
mean,
you honest.
I
Hey,
gotta be
hey,
Hey.
he can cut you
You
in.
know,
He can cut you into the AdSense money. You can get your money directly from Google.
Yeah.
no, no, no. We don't. Ian's good. Ian's
Every
good.
penny counts.
Ian's good. I think it's interesting, but um yeah,
I
I
think
think
we have more influencers than ever. My point has always been I don't think people have figured out the business model. That's the fun part. Where you find the model that works for you and doesn't work for Blue Chew or whoever the fuck is paying $700 an ad read for mid roll.
yeah. Yeah, I saw somebody who had like 2,000 subscribers, but also had like 3,000 a month in Patreon. I was like, how do they do that? Like, how do you?
People starting to figure it out. Yeah, it's a little code. It's a
Uh,
code.
yeah, but do you have a paywall faucet?
I do. I actually have a Patreon, but I have a bunch of products I'm developing as well. So, YouTube
Uh,
coaching. I'm also doing acting coaching. I have some acting stuff. Plus, I do one-on-one consultations, but they're pricey. They're expensive. So
you don't want to
virtually.
say?
Oh, you said I don't want to say how much? Oh,
No, I said you don't want to say how much you charging.
yeah. Well, it is what it is.
He's trying to keep it.
Yeah. See, I got y'all scared to say the price.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Oh no, I wasn't
Uh-huh.
listening earlier. Is there somebody not saying the price? I'm not scared to say it.
You,
I'll hit you up 1,000 for a consult. Yeah.
no, I'm just asking. I'm not gonna pay. I'm just, asking.
Hey, yeah. Nah, I
Yeah.
would give you a discount, Danny, but yeah, that's the
Nah.
going rate,
Danny don't
and
need it.
that's low. That's low.
Yeah.
You said Danny don't need it?
They don't need it. Danny playing broke bread. Danny straight. Trust me. Ooh.
Nah.
I just got a promotion at my job too,
Yeah.
so I'm not. I'm like, I might do less videos. I might do
You
less.
gonna
So
say less?
yeah. All right. So I have a question in my DMs to Ian. He says that he's owning his own company. He's about year 4 and owning his company, and things are going well. He asked, "Is it true if you make it past the 4 year mark, you are good?"
Depends on what business you're in.
Okay.
And it depends on what the profit margin is the most, and for everyone, what profit margin is the most important metric in your business. Um, so depends on what industry, what competitive advantage he has, but profit margin matters a hell of a lot, and how well he's investing the money that's coming in. And it's a
Okay.
mistake as an entrepreneur to only invest the money back into the business.
It's a mistake, you said, or it's a.
It's a mistake.
Okay. Um, how about trying to think of like other things to ask in relations to content because content seems to be in an interesting state right now. Are there any creators you monitored or see on the
Anything to be monitored in the content space?
yeah? Like, are there any creators that you see right now on the rise doing things different regardless of their views or how?
Um, hmm.
Uh-oh.
You're good.
Yeah, he wants you to
Um,
say Danny. Just say Danny first. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying me. I'm saying like new people, like brand. I've been around for a little bit now, but 3 years isn't.
um, what I will say is I'm definitely looking at everyone who has like a unique voice. Um, so I mean, Brandon Carter's been around for a while. I like him, King Dre, Casey Xander in that relationship space. All their voices are different, um, but they're getting hot. I'm looking at some people in the financial space. I do think there's a big opportunity for the review space that doesn't have as much of a negative leaning angle. Only reason is when I've talked to advertisers about it, most of them said they can't place ad product there.
When you say review, like electronics or review pods, or what do you
Just
mean?
review pods, review.
Mm.
So, and even for you, I would pick a sector to review and still be harsh, but not have it lean as negative, so you can get more. You can probably double the amount of ad placement you're getting easily.
Like Siskel and Ebert, basically.
Yeah, I saw the CPM on my EYL video versus Joe's videos. I was pretty shocked. It's like a lot more.
But the thing is, like, how sustainable? Because if, let's say, and I'm not saying for you, but for anybody, like if you end up making enemies in the long term, is it good? Like we've seen it with the puff thing. It's 1,000 examples I can name of this. But even with let's say Adam not getting along with a lot of people, it has hurt his advertising model to have certain negative leaning content on his platform.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and at one point, Adam was on fucking fire, fire. I was like, bro, ease up on it. No, it's working. I'm like, okay.
You got the porn though. Got the porn.
That's
But
when I knew he was fucked. Come on. Ain't no man that confident to just let your girl get dick down for the world to see and everything great and the business good. No.
You've been adamant. You said this last December. It doesn't seem like you've moved on that point.
And I was right, right?
I don't know. I mean, I would have to see. I have.
You think Adam made more money in the last 12 months than he did the previous 12 months? Come on. Like, we going to talk or we going to talk?
I think OnlyFans makes a lot of money.
I'm talking about what he was doing. And and I fuck with Brick Baby and everybody who up there. And the last year compared to 2022 and 2021, has the channel going up or down? You do analytics.
But the thing is, it's like kind of
No,
like
He's
I
definitely
just want
going
you to
up.
answer that one
He's
point.
definitely going up.
the the
Answer. No, you did a whole review about my guys. What Adam's numbers looking like?
the black. But the thing is, I think they're not as the same as they were in the golden era. But the black box of OnlyFans is something I can't measure.
Yeah, that's
It's
money
Like,
over
true.
there. He basically was crashing the ship.
He
He was
he
crashing
he
out.
cooking over there, but even that money is not as high as it was at one point either. Now is Adam going broke? No, by no stretch. But I think he misstepped in a couple.
bruh, you telling me AD is worth more than a Sky Bree?
AD not broke.
No, I'm talking about content, like as
Oh,
far as
okay.
the not about how much they making, but I'm talking about people paying for Sky Bree to have sex on OnlyFans. It seems like way more monetizable than kind of the other stuff. Like it's
Even
just
I'm gonna go back to that. How sustainable is that model?
women getting naked. Seems like everybody's gonna
I'm
pay for
talking
that.
about for Adam.
Oh, okay.
That was my question. Does it hurt or help the advertiser, your advertising dollars?
It hurts.
It
Okay.
definitely hurts.
It hurts a
Gotta hurt.
motherfucking lot. Because now you got to go into a different pool of darker advertisers and sectors that will not touch you, and now you got to offset it with the bullshit.
Hmm. Well, he did downsize. He got rid of a lot of people, but
Yeah. But shout out to
um,
Adam. I don't have no grief with him, and I fuck with Whack and Adam show. I fuck with Whack. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just calling a spade on the content. Like, a lot of people made a lot of mistakes because the model was wrong, and then Spotify ran them fucking numbers up, and Podbean and everybody like. That's what the thing I be trying to stress to us. Like, we'll whore ourselves out for a little and argue with each other, and it's like, but we won't argue with admin or executives over there about getting right placement and right dollar value.
mm.
Cool.
That's a fucking fact.
Yeah, shout out to everybody shit who blew up. I was trying to help, and for free too. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? I know you're a Patroni. Last Wednesday, Joe dropped an interesting episode of his Patreon where he was talking about he was going more in a reality TV show direction. Um, that's what he said on the pod. That's what he said. Yeah,
I think we know Joe is witty and clever. Joe's never gonna reveal his real plan in public.
for sure. But
Like
I
that.
just figured.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
yeah.
talking about I'm hiring people because I don't want to put too much stress on the new cast. I want more people to handle the stress. Right.
You know,
That's what he
maybe,
said.
and maybe there's some truth there, but I don't, and I picked this up from him too. Like, never reveal a plan until it's locked in.
Mm,
For what? Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that especially politically, that I know that I be just bite my fucking tongue. I'm not gonna say it. Cool. I'll
okay.
wait till it come out. I'll wait.
Are you planning to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Joe's pod? That's a big deal. 10 years?
When's the anniversary? I ain't got no time.
February 15th, I think, or something next year.
Oh wow, damn.
10 years?
That's crazy. Shit, hopefully I'll be on my Loverboy vibes and be on the trip somewhere. You know what I mean? But if not, yeah, I'll be there to celebrate.
I remember it because it was the All Star weekend that happened in New York. So that's why I always remember
God damn, you got a good memory. You've been tapped in for a minute.
it. Yeah,
Jeez.
man.
Okay.
But anything on tap for EYL or like Market Mondays later? Did you record it already?
No, we record tomorrow, but we just had a meeting today. Ooh, baby. All I
Like
can say is thank you.
me?
I owe you a bottle. Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah. I'm hitting
Man,
up
I'm giving out
bad time.
ideas.
Yep.
I'm giving out ideas and stuff.
We definitely going to catch a Budokan or something when I come back. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah, yeah.
I
So
said your channel. You know what's funny? I don't think my video about y'all was that bad because I was like, yeah, really just optics. It's just changing a thumbnail and changing the title.
yeah,
19 keys is great. It's just, but
man.
um,
Like I said, I'm welcome to all feedback.
yeah. How do you watch Point and Shoot?
Yep.
What do you think? I think he's awesome,
That's
but
fine.
I feel like sometimes the Joe Budden pod thinks I'm doing that to them. I feel like confused, but
But you know how you come off because you smart enough. Like when you get to putting the voice on and shit. Because I'll talk to you via chat. I'm like, bro, you cool as hell. And the video come on, you're gonna see a funk master flex. I'm like,
from Master Stop.
what are
Stop.
you doing, yo? What are you doing? So
I I don't know. Remember what I mean when Rashad goes on on Black Guys, like you need to get slapped, and even if it's joking, you expect the reaction to be measured. Like I don't think he should say people should get slapped. Like,
I mean, it was in jest. Come on now, like, and I think sometimes you get frustrated and
like
you
a
like.
bitch. Remember he said that? He said you get slapped like a bitch.
That
Like,
was funny. You had a good comedic moment. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, what I will say to every content creator, opposed to being upset at what people like, I have a document. It's my number one star document of everything everyone has said about me in the last 10 years in a Google Doc.
that's
and
crazy.
and then right next to it, I highlight it and write what I need to do.
Okay,
All of my best ideas have come from that.
a star document
It's pinned right to the top as soon as I open docs.
like a state the goal task. What was asked of you? What does the star stand for? Something.
Even if it's I can't get a communication with Ian enough, great stock club call every Sunday,
Okay.
9 p.m. Central. Like every big or small, because in aggregate they add up. They have an exponential return on a brand. I think too many people look at the hate and be like, "Oh, they're just hating." It's like, no, some truth in the commentary. Listen to it. Just.
What What do you think about? Because I made this point in my video that when I was talking about EYL, I remember Stock Mo. He was a big guy I used to watch, but even his channel, it was like down a bit. Um, why do you think finance content isn't resonating? Like it once did.
If I can be real with you,
Hmm.
that's the only part of your video where I was like, anyone who says that is misguided.
Okay.
Um, the truth, and I'm not saying this about Stockmo because I fuck with him, and I'm being very clear, like no issues. Most people who started talking about investing or finance related topics post COVID were not doing it, and they were too dependent on the channels.
Mm.
So if I'm looking at it from a CPM standpoint, it won't show up like this on the analytics. But to me, every one viewer is worth 100 of a general audience or like a music podcast audience. They're
That's
looking
a
at the data
fact.
wrong. So, and I think the truth is a lot of finance channels went away because they weren't making nobody no fucking money and didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Okay.
So I'm happy about it. Like, because the ones who are good, we all get along. The people who are really investing and really were doing this shit prior to, they have no issues, jovial as hell with everybody. Because we're making money independent of the channels.
Are those CPM still at $40 or are they higher now?
Yep, but I think even that's the wrong metric to look at in the finance space.
Right. You're looking at the price per customer per viewer, basically, what you can actually get out of them as a viewer.
Yep. And my biggest metric that I always judge is what is the return I've given them before they spend anything with me. That's what most people fuck up. For me personally, I try to make somebody $4,000 or $5,000 before I ask them for a fucking anything.
That's that Gary Vaynerchuk jab, 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 right hook.
And that's Gary fault because he sat down with me in 2016. See, my thing is like everyone puts their plan on Front Street and everyone copies it. When I met with Gary at Super Bowl here in Houston, gave me the whole plan for like 12, 13 years.
Funny enough, Gary Vee's another dude whose views seem to be
He's
maybe I'm
just putting up too much content right now.
Down, but his back. What are we talking about?
He
You know
kind of
how much
disappeared.
money Gary makes in the agency per month?
Oh yeah, that is crazy. Yeah,
Why are we talking about
I don't
like that?
know.
That's the part that bothers me.
yeah. When you're
Mm.
looking at ad
Dog,
dollars, that's
I'm
the
not gonna dog. Gary
small
probably
bag.
spending $9 million a month.
That's why
Yeah.
he's not as
Give a
prominent.
fuck about views.
You sound like Joe.
No, that's true
Dog.
though.
And if I can take twenty
Yeah.
five thousand a month and run my numbers up, are the
Yeah.
numbers fake? Does that matter or not?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, if
It's
the
a
numbers are
lot of
fake,
people still doing that.
for real, there's people buying views still. I'm shocked.
What?
Yeah.
What? Let me okay. Outside of we did Market Mondays in Toronto, 2 shows sold out. We did Albert Hall. We did Ghana. Outside of us, who else went on an international tour besides Rory and Maul? And horrible decisions. But motherfuckers got all these views, but can't sell 2,000. How?
Mm.
How? I did
Well, I
Ghana
think.
last December.
Well, I think you and Rory and Maul, y'all have different things that's valuable and translate to the listeners, like
But
chemistry
but
and.
I'm saying if everybody was running these views up how they say, there will be more people at least touring.
Yeah, but that's their model. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a bunch of views and not go on tour. You know what I mean? Like, it
Or
doesn't
them
mean they're fake.
motherfuckers could
It
be
doesn't mean
bought.
they're fake.
Or they could.
Buy them.
A lot of them be bought.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some big creators that have been busted with that. But I'm gonna tell you, it's very clear when they do that. Like, one video will be much more popular than the other ones. But I mean, the algorithms are what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's adjustment. That's why, like, I think opposed to recession, it should been titled like influencer correction.
Yeah,
It's here.
exactly.
It's
Well,
here.
definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have tips for people to survive the influencer correction? You kind of said some things, but I don't know if you have like a.
Just be the best at your craft.
Mm.
A lot of that shit gets fixed if you're great at what you do. You don't see, despite the commentary he made on black women, you don't see Schultz suffering. You don't see Dak Shepard suffering. Like
That was
85
crazy.
South is cooking. Shits and gigs is cooking. I don't know for how much longer, but like if you're good at your content and what you're talking about, You'll be fine.
Mm.
If you're not, you're just playing in the space to try and get a quick bag. This shit gonna dry out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You,
Um,
you got any more tips for me?
for you,
Yeah.
nah, I think I gave good tips. Let
You
me
did.
pull up the
I
channel.
owe you. I owe you cash out.
I'm gonna go look at the channel right now.
Yeah.
I really like that 19 Keys guy, man. I really think he's
That's my
special.
dog.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think he's. I know a lot of people have opinions about him, but that's good. I think he's just same
Judging
time.
the wrong thing, man.
What?
Yeah, they're judging the wrong thing.
No, I mean I'm just I can. I'm not judging 19 Keys. What I'm saying, I've
No,
seen
I'm saying
people.
others that
Okay.
may have a lens or opinion.
Yeah, he got D1 on right now. Great stuff. I'm not. I just think that's a good person to have on. 50 Cent, great. Like I just don't like those thumbnails. The old thumbnails used to get with your three faces in the corner. I ain't like those.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you. Whatever I need to do to get more lit, I'm gonna listen.
I just
I'm, oh boy,
it's like
thank
something
you.
I would make. Like if,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I think you can definitely. It's wild. It's like seeing the C part. Like you can see the C part like at a certain point with the thumbnails and the titles.
yeah.
But um, nah, man, that's definitely dope. What
Yeah.
happened to
So
Bible Brianda, man?
breathing a little bit. I don't know. I gotta ask Weezy.
I remember when you was on the pod, you was like investing in her. You were like, I really think you're gonna be special. I was gonna, and then I thought she was about to be kind of in the game for a while, and I thought she had a unique voice, definitely different than anybody else's.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
but that's another thing in the space that she's in. That's always gonna be a viable market. That's when people like, well, finance is drying up. It's like finance is damn near one of the only spaces that will not go away. Religion is another.
religion. Okay.
Uh-huh. People are dancing in it. I can go to. You can drop me in Ukraine, Australia, Russia, Kosovo, Japan. Finance matters. Like, look for sectors to play in that no matter what happens, like there's still viability and a built-in audience for it. But what do I know?
When's the last time you had a 9 to 5? Or was it?
2002.
Wow, a long time ago. What was you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
I worked for a marketing agency in 2002. I was
Well,
in
like,
finance.
okay, that's dope. As
Yeah,
I feel like you never really. I mean, I don't know. Do you talk about that in your content?
yeah, yeah. You got to watch the full show, and not just clip up the parts that's good. Yeah,
Nah, man.
yeah,
I just captured the sentiments.
yeah,
So you was like doing like Mad Men type stuff or like TV advert? I don't know.
yeah. Print, outdoor advertising. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
got it. And that's a long time ago.
yeah. A long time ago.
All
Yeah,
right,
I started being an entrepreneur before that. Before Wankster dropped out, I was still in. I was junior in college. So the 2003 is when I officially like became an entrepreneur. Some dark days inside that motherfucker, but it all worked out.
nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so
Damn, that's pretty dope. Came a long way. Came a long
for
way.
real. Thank God. Still more
Yeah.
work to do though.
Who's that? Coffee?